What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about a card that frankly we've been waiting for. You see, way back in September at the Energon Open in the UK, Drew Nolosco, the brand manager for the Transformers trading card game, did tell us that we were getting Volcanicus support in Wave 5. To put it in context, this was when Wave 3 was the most recent wave. And then we waited. And we waited. And then Stratagem cards got revealed and we went, hang on a second. This looks an awful lot like we're going to be getting a Volcanicus Stratagem card. Well, good news, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting a Volcanicus Stratagem card. And it has been officially revealed by the lovely folks at the Transformers trading card game. The real question is it any good? And is it good enough to make Volcanicus awesome? Let's have a gander, shall we? Now, we knew it was going to be a star card. All stratagems are star cards. It is a star card. It is Jurassic Punch. It costs 1 star and it reads, when your Volcanicus fiery champion attacks an enemy that has fewer stars than him, your Volcanicus gets bold until end of battle, equal to the star difference. And that sounds pretty good, until you remember that Volcanicus actually has an artificially inflated star count because it breaks the rules of the game. You see, as a general rule, we tend to see that Transformers cards, or Transformers decks, have up to 25 stars to play with. But you see, Volcanicus actually comes in as a 39-star character, despite the fact that our deck limit is 25 stars. How does that happen? Very easily, because Grimlock Powerful Commander breaks the rules. You see, Grimlock Powerful Commander has an ability whereby when it attacks, you choose a Dinobot you own from outside the game and you put it into your KO area in alt mode fully damaged. Now, Grimlock itself is a 9-star character, and Volcanicus is made of 5 characters. Essentially, what you need to do here is play a 3-wide Dinobot deck, attack with Grimlock twice to get the other 2 Dinobots in your KO area, and then go around the whole combination thing. Now, we'll get to the whole combination problem in a minute. For now, let's focus on the bold. You're a 39-star character. So let's say you're against a big character. Let's say, and let's try and stick to ones that are seeing a lot of play and success. Let's say General Optimus Prime, the one that came around in Wave 4. A very good character, the one that won the Energon Invitational. It is a 15-star character. Well, hang on a second. That's very, very high. Not even close, ladies and gentlemen. Not even close. Volcanicus comes in as a 39-star character. General Optimus Prime comes in as a 15-star character. Bold 24. Bold 24. Now, Volcanicus is starting off with an attack of 6. But even if you do nothing else at all, you're flipping 26 battle cards. That's assuming you have no other bold, assuming you have no other white icons that you flip. You're just flipping for the bold and the 2 you do normally. You're flipping 26 battle cards. That is frankly absurd. You're gonna KO basically anything. And as a quick side note here, this has to be one of the best characters ever to use the card Steamroll. Steamroll is actually Grimlock's ability from Wave 1 in a card. And if you've got Steamroll on a character, then when you attack and do more than enough damage to KO an enemy, your opponent chooses a character to take the remaining damage. Let's say you average 1 orange icon per battle card. You're going to be doing 32 damage minus whatever your opponent's defense is, which ain't going to be close to 32. You can probably assume you're going to be taking multiple KOs here. I mean, if you're against a Micromaster, let's say, I like Private Fix-It. Let's talk Private Fix-It. If you're against Private Fix-It, they're a 4-star character. A 4-star character. You are a 39-star character. you get bold 35. To be fair, you can actually go to a bot like Slammer, who's a 3-star character, and get bold 36. Generally speaking, you're maxing out at bold 35, but I don't think anyone should be upset because you're maxing out at bold 35. We're not. We'll get there in a moment. So you are doing a frankly obscene amount of damage. But we need to remember about Volcanicus' skill here. When this attacks on the turn he's combined, for each battle card you flip that has at least one orange icon, do 1 damage to the defender. You're not even going to get an attack off when you combine, which is actually annoying if you've got Steamroll on, because you're going to KO the character before you even get into an attack, because you're probably going to be flipping like 30 battle cards or more. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Volcanicus is kind of ridiculous. And of course, it's a Dinobot, which means we've got other ways of getting bold. We've got Jaws of Steel, which is a lovely Dinobot card that gives you bold 2. But that's a utility, so you can also use Flamethrower to give yourself bold 2. And you've got Dino Chomp that gives you bold 5, though you do have to discard your entire hand to do so. Yeah, you've got bold coming out the wazoo. It is the boldest character ever once you put this stratagem in. Now, we do need to talk about stars for a minute, because there is a combination that prohibits you using this stratagem card. Now, the stratagem card is a star card. You've got a deck limit of 25 stars. You have to play Grimlock. You can't get Volcanicus without Grimlock. So there's 9 stars. If you play the stratagem, you're on 10 cards. That gives you 15 spare. The problem is that Dinobot Sludge is an 8 cost, and Dinobot Slug is an 8 cost. So if you want to play Volcanicus with the stratagem, you cannot play Sludge and Slug. You can still get them in the KO area with Grimlock, and if you really want, after getting them in the KO area with Grimlock, you can get them on the field for a turn using I Still Function, but unfortunately, you can't play them both on your starting team. You don't have enough stars. So this does restrict your deck building options a tiny bit. That trio is now prohibited. So this makes Volcanicus ridiculous. It means that you can pretty much guarantee a KO on pretty much anything other than an opposing combiner. I mean, even a Metroplex, which should be out of range here. Well, you're a 39-star character. Metroplex is a 25-star character. So you're starting with bold 14 before you've even got going here. And alright, Metroplex is an extremely beefy character. You've got a health of 35, but when you've got an attack of 6 and you're starting off with bold 14, I don't think you should be more than 2-hit KOing Metroplex. Though remember Volcanicus' skill. Volcanicus, 39 stars. And that means that you're going to be having bold 14 against the 25-star Metroplex. Which means that you're going to be flipping 16 battle cards, maybe a few more if you got other bold, and probably doing about 16 damage to Metroplex before the fight even happens. So maybe you can one-hit KO Metroplex. What we've got here is essentially the very best attacker in the game, and I feel confident saying that. Once Volcanicus comes out, he becomes the best attacker in the game, and I don't think that's hyperbole, and I don't think that's exaggeration. I think it's absolutely apt. So what's my problem with Volcanicus? My problem with Volcanicus is the same problem I have always had with Volcanicus. Can we actually get it on the field? Because this isn't your regular combiner. Now, it kind of is a regular Wave 2 combiner. You've got Dinobot Enigma. It is a card whereby you play it, and actually it gives Volcanicus Bold 2, which you probably won't need most of the time. But if you've got 5 Dinobots in bot mode on the battlefield or in your KO area, you combine this into Volcanicus Fiery Champion. Which means you've got to attack with Grimlock twice. And after attacking with Grimlock twice, you've got to flip those 2 Dinobots that are in your KO area. Because remember, you can flip in a KO area, but only using your flip for turn. And if Grimlock goes down before you attack twice, and you don't have something like an Ideal Function, then you're not getting Volcanicus on the field. So you start with 3 Dinobots, you've got to get all of them into bot mode, and you've got to attack with Grimlock twice, and you've got to flip the 2 characters after attacking with Grimlock, because remember, they go into the KO area in alt mode. Then you play your Dinobot Enigma. I love Dinobots, and that means I love Volcanicus. And I have always wanted Volcanicus to be good, and I've always tried to make Volcanicus work. And my issue with Volcanicus has never been the attack power or the stats. My issue with Volcanicus has always been I can't get it working. I just can't get him on the field. Because any good player is going to target down your Grimlock. As soon as Grimlock is a valid target, i.e. as long as it's not untapped when they're tapped characters, your opponent's going to go after it, knowing that Grimlock going down precludes Volcanicus. Any cheeky damage cards like Marksmanship your opponent can play are going to be directed towards Grimlock. And you can't just go, I'm going to keep Grimlock in alt mode and not bother attacking. Because you need to attack in order to get the Dinobots in the KO area, and you need to do that sooner rather than later so you can get them flipping, and this is my problem. I love Volcanicus, and I do believe that Jurassic Punch is a phenomenal card that makes it the best attacker in the game. I stand by that statement. But how do you get Volcanicus on the field? When I was thinking about a stratagem card for Volcanicus, like a lot of people, I was thinking something to make it easier to get Volcanicus out. What we got was a card that makes Volcanicus a way better attacker, and I adore it, and you know I'm going to go back and test this again. But my biggest issue has always been getting Volcanicus on the field, and I don't know if that's been solved. But if you think you have a solution to it, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. Or even if you just want to tell me all about this card, go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk Transformers and a bunch of other games. And do please consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus pods, all that good stuff. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.